You don't know about the 761st All-Black Tank Battalion? Bullshit! Sit down, get comfortable, because I'm about to tell you the story of the original Black Panthers. The 761st Tank Battalion was originally formed in Louisiana in 1942. They would be moved to Camp Hood, Texas, where they would train for 2 years. The men would train in the M4 Sherman medium tanks and the M5 Stuart light tank. But check this out. The extra training was only due to the fact that the Army commanders were not willing to give African Americans a chance to prove their worth in combat. And this extra training would prove to be invaluable once they engaged German armor in combat. But once on the battlefields of Europe, the 761st set out to prove they were just as good, if not even better, than their white comrades. Upon arriving in Normandy, France in the late 1944, the 761st unit was assigned to Patton's 3rd Army. Patton himself was skeptical of the African American tankers, but he would go on to accept them into his 3rd Army, even motivating them with a rousing speech before they went on to engage the German forces. As they fought their way into Germany, the 761st would participate in 4 major campaigns through 6 countries, all while earning several commendations and honors. From the time they entered combat until the end of the war in Europe, the men of the 761st will go on to earn 7 Silver Stars, 246 Purple Hearts, but only 1 Congressional Medal of Honor. By the end of April of 1945, 761st was one of the first U.S. battalions to meet up with Soviet forces. On April 26, 1945, 761st rendezvoused with the Red Army in Stur, Austria. The convergence of Russian and U.S. armies split the final remnants of the German army in 2, hastening an end to World War II in Europe. VE Day, Victory Europe, May 8, 1945, officially ended hostilities in Europe. The 761st will remain in Germany for an additional year before being deactivated June 1, 1946, and sent back home. Although these Black American heroes fought just as courageously as their white comrades, their homecoming reception was not the same parade filled with streaming ticker tape and grateful open arms. More often than not, African American soldiers returning home received renewed skepticism, disdain, and even overt hostility from the very country they fought so bravely to protect. So when you turn on your television or you stream a superhero movie and enjoy today's version of Black Panther, remember the African American superheroes that took the European theater by storm in 1944. They violently and heroically fought for our country so that the world could be free from Nazi tyranny and oppression. This is Reuben Rivers, born 1918 in Oklahoma. He was drafted into the Army in 1942, where he became part of the 761st Tank Battalion. He was killed in action in November 9, 1944. He was awarded the Medal of Honor January 13, 1997. And this one may surprise you, but he was also known for being the first African American to play in Major League Baseball. And if you guessed it right. Jackie Robinson was a part of the 761st Tank Battalion and honorably discharged in 1944. Now you know the story of the original Black Panthers, the 761st Tank Battalion. Make sure you hit that follow button and stay tuned for more videos like these. As long as we tracking.